So exciting to see everyone landing for our MeWe Fair. Great, a lot of people are still getting all connected to audio. All right, great. Well, oh yeah, and more people showing up. Great, and I forgot to mention too, we just did a Facebook Live and all of that is available on my Facebook page. I will put the link to that right now. So if anyone wants to help us share about what we're up to tonight, the link is right there. You can go to my Facebook page and share the post that we just made. Well, so thanks everyone for coming. So this is our MeWe Metaphysics and Wellness Fair for energizing body, mind, heart, and soul. We have had many events online for the last 2 years and many, many more this year. And so this is one of our larger fairs. We have 15 practitioners tonight. And so many people keep joining. Really great, lots of fun. So the way this is going to work is we will be going around and sharing about who we are and our work. So each practitioner will get about a minute to share, so you hear about what we're doing. And then for the rest of the hour, we're going to answer your questions. So answer questions from the audience. We prioritize answering questions from people that have never been here before and have never, or you've come and you've never asked a question. There is currently no one in line, so if you know you want to ask a question of the panel, go ahead and let us know in the chat and we'll start making a line. And you'll be able to ask us a question about anything, and maybe 4 or 5 of the practitioners that have something to share with you, that they'll answer your questions. And keep in mind that all of this is being recorded and this is going to go up on the web. So if you want to ask a question privately of a practitioner, do a session with them. Many of the practitioners today are available to do private sessions at the fair, and all of us have some specials that we're offering. So from being here today at the fair, you have an opportunity to do work with us, usually at a lower price or a smaller session package, something like that. All right, let's see. And Zoom keeps updating. So most of you probably have the capacity to move around from room to room in the breakout rooms later. We'll explain more of that when we get closer. There's some information going in the chat about how the fair works. I think of, we do, one of the things that you'll see in the chat at some point is that we have, if you're willing to share some feedback with us on the event and give us your contact info, we'll put you on our email list so you know what's going on. And most importantly, you'll be entered into a drawing for a free 30-minute session with one of us of your choice. So know that that's coming too. And I'm trying to think what else I should tell you right now. Maybe that's going to be enough to get started, and it's great for you to hear from our practitioners. Yeah, well, I guess so and their talks. There's so many talks that we have happening tonight. And let me upload actually a file right now. So someone had requested being able to see things in a PDF. So I'm uploading a PDF right now in the chat, and that has the flyer on all the practitioners and the list of all the talks. And someone else had asked for some of the basic admin messages that we're putting in the chat. And so they're all right there for you. So you can just look at that if you want, just that one doc. All right, great. Well, let's have practitioners do introductions, and I'm going to start. We're going to do the reverse order that we did earlier, everyone, just so you know what's coming. We'll start off with Wyatt, and then Susie, and then Shelley. So feel free, take a minute, tell us what you're up to, and all those great things.
Hi, everyone. I am Wyatt Larson. I'm a shamanism practitioner and spiritual life coach with the Wildwood Hollow. I do a lot of shamanism work, shamanic healing. I am a channel and I wanted to say guide, medium. There we go. So I work a lot with going in, doing extractions, compassionate depossessions, soul retrievals, power retrievals, power animals, working with each of these spirits to be able to help you move forward in your everyday life, healing, getting through and healing trauma, dis-ease, illnesses, so on and so forth. I am also offering a few things as well on my website, like a shamanic amulet, in which you and I co-create a specific amulet in which it is empowered by the spirits and I to help you with whatever your desired intention is. I will have a code for you to be able to get a 10% discount on that as well. Today, I'll put that in the chat. So I am really excited that you guys are all here. I hope you guys come join me for my Talks with a Shaman chat. I'll be talking today about power animals and helping and compassionate spirits and what they are and how they affect your life. So I'm glad you guys are here and look forward to the rest of the night.
Thanks so much, Wyatt. All right, then Susie, Shelley, and Shaynor.
Hi, I'm Susie Parker Goins. I'm with Blue Lightning Healing. I'm a channel, so I bring through the energies of your spirit guides. My physicality changes, my vocal work changes, and this allows you the opportunity to have a face-to-face conversation with your guide, ask them questions, get perspectives, learn new techniques or other ways, and provide you tools in which to do it. I'm also a Reiki master, so I can help you clear blockages, do body scans, see what you're holding in your body as far as emotions or even past life stuff. And that's yet one of my favorite things to do, is to help you identify and resolve and release past life issues as they are carried forward. I have a website, bluelightninghealing.com, that's currently under reconstruction. Podcasts, Blue Lightning Healing Meditations, that's on like 10 different platforms, Amazon Music, Spotify, Google, a lot of places. It's so cool. And this week's going to be like a variety show, so you can tune in to different energies from different guides. I'm doing a group healing with one of my primary guides, Gaia. I'm sorry, I don't know when, but I'm going to do it. And my special this time for this is 30 minutes for $45 and $75 for an hour. And that's like almost half off my usual fees. I look forward to talking to everybody and being on the intuitive panel. This is a lovely, lovely group of practitioners. So welcome.
Thanks so much, Susie. All right, great. Next we've got Shelley, then Shaynor, then Rena Faye. Shelley, you must be muted still. Where are you? Shelley, you're muted. Great.
Hi, I'm Psychic Shelley Hoffberg, and I am a medium, pet psychic, and a tarot reader. And I use my intuition to hone in on your career, relationship, health, and family issues. I can connect to your loved ones on the other side. I can communicate with your pets. And I will be doing 2 lectures at 6:15 p.m. Season of the Tarot, and at 7:15 p.m. Meet your spirit guides. And my special is $30 for 30 minutes and $50 for an hour. And I look forward to connecting with you.
Thanks so much, Shelley. All right, next we've got Shaynor, Rena Faye, and then Ria.
Hi, my name is Shaynor, and at this fair, I'm offering Akashic record readings. I'm a master hypnotist and a nutritional consultant as well, and I am going to be giving a talk on how hypnosis works. And I'm also offering readings for Akashic record readings. So come to the talk, find out what it's all about. Let's get to know each other a little bit and share a little bit of time and space. And as Susie said, there's a wonderful group of practitioners, and we are very happy to welcome you. I look forward to seeing you in my room. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Shaynor. We've got Rena Faye, Ria, and then Nietzsche.
Hey everybody, my name is Rena Faye. I'm also known as the River Witch Fairy. You can probably guess that I work with fairies. I communicate with them and I connect with them, and as well as your guides, your fairies that are around you or in your space. And I work with those energies in order to bring you messages for healing, connecting to your creativity, your goals, your soul path, and very often enough, your love life as well, your romantic passion. I work a lot with women who are looking to heal from their past as far as their romantic life goes. Healing from sexual trauma, just becoming empowered as a woman. I do healing sessions where, we practice sometimes soul retrieval if it's needed, or like I said, healing from trauma. I do psychic work so I can help bring you messages for going forward on your path. I am doing a talk tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific time and 9 p.m. Eastern time. And I need to say that because I'm in New Hampshire, so I have people that tune in on the East Coast as well. And that talk is going to be about working safely with fae beings and elementals in your home. So, like I said, there's a lot that we can do working with fairies. A lot of people think that just because I work with fairies, it's just about talking to spirits that are cute and fly around, but there's a lot we can do with that. So I look forward to helping you with whatever it is that you need.
Great. Thanks so much, Rena Faye. All right, we've got Ria Miche, and then I'll share.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ria Pauly. I'm in Australia. Beautiful here. I'm psychic and channeler, but I was a professional psychotherapist, counselor, and intuitive life coach before I started doing readings and all that stuff. So the guides that I attracted to myself, my guide, the goddess Mart, is like a mentor and a life coach. She's come to help help you heal. And so I'm an expert in relationships. I read photos for relationships, and I can tell you all about the relationship you're having. I'm an expert in narcissistic abuse and childhood trauma. And so I'm going to be doing some psychic readings tonight and some channeling of Goddess Mart. And later on at 6:30, I'm giving a talk on recovering from narcissistic abuse and childhood trauma. And I've got some special offerings for you tonight too, which I'll talk about when I see you next. And you can find me at ria.com.au.
Thanks so much, Ria. All right, we've got next is Miche, myself, and then Jenna.
Hi, I'm Miche from the Spoonbenders Cafe, and I also have my own radio show now called The Not Too Late Show, where I talk to other healers and coaches and visionaries to help you see that whatever it is that you want to do and whoever you want to be, it's not too late, which is also a lot of the work that I do in my coaching and healing, helping you be the very best version of yourself. I believe it can be done easily and quickly a lot of times. I'll be offering 2 different group healing sessions as in my talk time, where we'll be going into, let's say, your cosmic bubble that holds all the energies and the sort of leftovers and crumbs that you've been leaving behind in your life energetically, and clear those out and get them out of your way so that you can be your very best current version of yourself. I'm also offering 15-minute private sessions for $30, which is half off my usual price. And the cosmic attunements that I do and private sessions, I'll be offering 20% discount for anybody who wants to set up a time for afterwards. We can talk about how and when to do that. I think that's all for the moment. Yeah.
That's great. And Miche also bends spoons. So either this time or in a future event, you might learn more about how to bend spoons.
Yeah.
Great. And let's see. So I'm going to share, and then Jenna, and then Galactic Ashley, and then Donna. So I'm Lorelei Shamayo. In addition to running the fairs, I'm also an intuitive eye reader and a body psychology coach. So with my intuitive eye readings, just like eyes are a window to the soul, I'm reading your soul. So we all are spending our lives getting in touch with who we are and what we're here to share, but so much of it is the things that are so easy, the things that are our true gifts, we often miss them because we imagine that they're easy for everyone. And by reading your eyes, I'm able to help you get deeper insight into what your gifts really are, maybe some that you haven't honored, and maybe help you have more permission to honor them throughout your life, maybe shift what you're doing in your work and your career path so that you feel so much joy and fulfillment in what you do, and you do it with people that really want it from you. Maybe the people in your life, you know how to see them, Maybe there are ways you can see them even better by knowing what their eyes share. So if you show me photos of them, I can help you understand them better and understand your relationship and how to have more joy in the relationship and how to understand the things that are challenges and come up with new strategies. If you're single and you're interested in meeting a sweetie or a soulmate, just like eyes are a window to your soul, they're also the window to your soulmate. So I can help you with conscious online dating, help you understand like who a soulmate might be and how to find them in a very practical way. So all kinds of things like that. I'm here doing readings tonight, and I'm also going to do some sample readings later in the evening. And my sessions, if you want to book for tonight or later, it's 40% off. Thanks so much. And I'll put information in the chat as well. All right, so then we've got Jenna, Galactic Ashley, and Donna.
Hi, I'm Jenna Lynn Roberts with Present Path Tarot, and I offer empathic tarot readings that are grounded in compassionate humor. I also love teaching the tarot. So my readings can help you to access where you're at right now and how you can best navigate to your best path. I also specialize in helping writers who are telling stories and help them to articulate the characters and the plots in their book into a more clear line if you're feeling a little confused or locked in one of your characters. And tonight I'm going to be offering at 5:30 a reading about how to break your old patterns. And we all need that as we come into the new year of 2021. We've seen a lot of our shadows come up this year, and I want to help you release those by accessing the steps to release old patterns. At 6:30, I'm going to be offering a session on how to develop your own clairvoyance. You're here because you know you're called, I'm guessing, into this way of this metaphysics that is very real for all of us here. And I want to help you access your gifts. So come on by at 6:30. I'm in room 7. I'd love to meet you all. And I'm also offering readings tonight for $15 or $20 for 15 minutes. And I'm also going to be offering a special of 10% off any of my classes. I'm teaching in January a class on both clairvoyance development and a class on how to read the art of tarot reading and how you can become your own best reader. So looking forward to meeting you all tonight. See you in room 7.
Thanks so much, Jenna. And so everyone knows we're going in reverse alphabetical order. So let's see, we're going to have then Galactic Ashley, then Donna, then Dr. D, then Amanda, and then Anya. So next we've got Galactic Ashley.
Hi, I'm Galactic Ashley, and I channel divine guidance for star seeds, connecting them to their star families and galactic lineages. I use light language frequencies and work with your cosmic connections to facilitate high frequency healing transmissions and encoded activations. My next 10-week galactic guided intensive is called Remembering Through Art and Creativity. It starts on January 11th. So if you think you are not creative, this is definitely for you. And if you know you are, this is also for you, because creativity is in part the key to our alignment. So if you'd like to talk more about that, come into my breakout room. I also have gift cards, a gift card special, and then I've launched in January, I will be starting a midnight special where you can get star sessions at midnight. Also at 5:45, I'm doing a light language experience with the Dragon Consciousness and the Arcturians and a new group of beings that have just come in and identified themselves as the Aeons. And then also the last hour of the night, Wyatt Larson from Wildwood Hollow and I have teamed up to create the Crystal Skull Council, and we have a talk called Ascension Talks with the Crystal Skulls. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Galactic Ashley. All right, we've got Donna, Dr. D, Amanda, and then Anya. Donna.
Hi, everybody. My name's Donna Sauer. I'm an animal communicator. I talk with animals both in the physical, alive now, and those that have crossed over. I also do energy healing. When I'm working, I call in the animal's own guides to help in the process. I will be offering mini readings in my breakout room. Donations are accepted for that. If you would like a full reading, which takes a while, I can't too long to do tonight, you can contact me and we can set up a time. The cost for a full reading, which I email you in its totality, is $40. So I hope to have you come in. And I also have a couple talks tonight on learning about your pet's higher psychic self, because all animals have beautiful souls. And a lot of people don't realize their animal is much more than just a pet. So I hope to see you soon. Bye.
Great, thanks, Donna. All right, then we've got Dr. D, Amanda, and Anya.
Hello, I'm Dr. D. I have a degree in parapsychology and holistic alternative medicine. I am a shamanic medicine woman with alternative treatments, then traveling different countries to learn, especially for attachments and development and opening up spiritually. And I've been doing spiritual counseling for about 27 years. And being a medium, that's the best way I guess everybody can relate because have been born with many gifts. Walked this path since I was 9. Um, and my thing is really right now is helping people get centered, and meditation is a big thing for me, as well as attachments, emotional attachments, as well as spiritual attachments, and bringing in the key of love within oneself and spreading it out towards the world. So that's it for me. I'm just Dr. D.
Thanks so much, Dr. D. All right, and then let's see, then Amanda and Anya.
Can you pin my picture?
Oh yeah, let's go look for that. All right, where, oh, I see it, I see it, I see it. Oh, spotlight for everyone, there we go.
Okay. My name's Amanda Root. I'm a Coyote intuitive and rune caster, and I specialize in making rune art drawings that then I read them. So I started doing this when everyone, I wasn't trying to hide it, that looked really funny, but I'm just drawing something else on top of it, like another layer. I started doing the group reading, or at least the title of it, when everyone was walking in. And so I know it's going to have something to do with Thor's energy, which is fire and passion and drive, but also fear, and channeling those into things that are growing. Because I got the cultivator and we have lots of roots. And yeah, but that's, who knows where that's going to go, because that's a, that's the whole, I don't know where it's going to go, but that's where it's going to start anyway. So let's see. Yeah, I toss runes down as well. And on this little mat, that's where they will fall. And then I read them like I would do a card reading. And I help people with personal issues, the relationships for sure, and questions of spirituality and that kind of thing. But yeah, I will give a talk later that explains this drawing and see what else I make. I don't know. Okay.
Great, great. Thank you so much, Amanda. All right, and then Anya. Anya, you might
Hi
be
there. Yeah, I had to unmute it. Couldn't find the button fast enough. Hi, my name is Anya. I am a Reiki master, tarot reader, crystal ball, and I'm also a high priestess. I have been a witch for 30 odd years now. I do all sorts of readings. I'm also a medium. I will be giving a talk tonight at 5:15 about how to use a crystal ball. I also use my crystal ball for healing, actually. She likes to be used during healing, so we can talk a little bit about that. I charge $1 a minute. I have a 15-minute minimum, so 15 minutes for $15, and it's $1 for every minute after that. And that's just my normal rate that I charge. So I don't really have any specials because I already try and keep my prices a little bit lower. I look forward to seeing you, and I hope that some people will come by my breakout room.
It's great. And let's see, I think Amber's not here yet, right? I'll share Amber's info in case she comes. Sometimes she has some tech trouble getting in. Amber Kelly might be joining us. She's a medium. She also will help you connect with guides and do healing. Yeah, so 15 of us are here, and there may be, or 14 of us are here, and there may be a 15th later. So we're going to be transitioning into the intuitive panel portion of our first hour. And we're doing something, one of my assistants is going to post it in the chat, a little new tonight. So this event is free, it's free admission. The practitioners help support this happening in so many ways. And then our group, the MeWe team, there's so much that we do behind the scenes to reach out to you and to make logistics and hold the event and all these things. And so we're going to ask tonight, if you're interested, if you want to share some donations, we will gladly accept them, totally optional. And yeah, so if you want to share anything during the event, we're happy to receive those. It's a way that we keep everything free and available and keep it easy for our practitioners to get in and be part of it. All right, let's see. So asking and receiving, right? So I'm leaning into my edges around that. So we're gonna do the intuitive panel now, and let me do a little bit more of an overview of how everything works. I know some of our participants are new today. So for the next half hour, we're gonna be answering questions from the audience. So if you have a question that you wanna ask us, and you may have been like really turned on by something that someone shared and some modality that a practitioner uses, or just hearing all the different types of questions that we answer, you may have something that's alive for you. We will answer your question here in the big room. You'll hear from about 4 or 5 practitioners. It is being recorded, so this will go up on the web. So just keep in mind, right, that everything's going to be public. And if you want to ask questions privately, do sessions with our practitioners. That's part of why we're here for you. So here we'll be answering your questions, and then after that, we have breakout rooms set up for all the practitioners. So it'll have a number in front of it and their name and their modality. And so the whole set of rooms, kind of like if this is a big room around the side. So it's like going to a booth at a fair. So you'll be able to move from room to room or booth to booth as much as you want during the event. Practitioners will be giving their talks, and one of my assistants will be posting all the talk information in the chat again. So all these talks you can bounce around to throughout the evening. And then there's another set of breakout rooms that are labeled private session rooms. So you'll be able to see that you won't move it.
I like that one.
To mute someone. Okay, great. So yeah, so there'll be the public rooms that you can join that have numbers in front of them and their names and modalities, and then there'll be private session rooms with their initials. So if you want to, you can go to talks, chat with practitioners, ask them questions about their work, find out what it would be like to do a session. You could sign up to do a session later, and you also can do sessions now. That'll be happening for the 3 hours after this. And now we're going to do the intuitive panel. So let's see. So who wants to ask a question of our intuitives? I don't think we've had any come in so far. So this is free to get feedback from several of us. And practitioners, I will use the raise hand in the chat so that I know when you want to answer, and we'll aim to kind of mix it up and take turns so that a lot of us get a chance to share. All right, so Michelle, oh yeah, we prioritize people that have never asked a question in one of our events before. And yeah, so it looks like Michelle Marie has a question. So Michelle, and then, oh, and you can pay practitioners for private sessions, however it works for them. They'll give you information about whether to pay by PayPal, or they'll type it into Square or Venmo or whatever. So each practitioner does it all on their own. So everything that you contribute to them for sessions is theirs. So please do sessions with the practitioners and contribute back to them for doing this part for free for you. All right, so Michelle, you can unmute if you want and just ask the question, or we could read it for you. It's up to you.
Unmuted for me. Yeah.
Great, Michelle. So Michelle says, how will my art be impacted in 2021? All right, so practitioners, if you want, you can pin Michelle and see her. Oh, Anya's got something fast. Go ahead, Anya.
Hi there. I immediately got different than before. Better, but different. It's almost like you're going to learn a new medium, or you're going to add one medium that you already have to another one, and it's going to enhance it and take it up a level. But don't get stuck on what is appropriate for those layers. So like if you really want to put moss on it, put moss on it, make it a 3D painting or a 3D drawing or whatever. But I get very different than before was the first thing that screamed out to me.
All right, great.
Excellent.
We've got Susie then and Galactic Ashley in line. Go ahead, Susie.
Hey, Michelle. What I got is, yes, it's going to be different. It depends on how deeply you want to go. You've got a lot to process from this year, and that can impact your art as you are processing and moving through it. There are people out there who will benefit from the energy you put into it, from the processing you're doing. You're actually going to help a lot of people process their traumas and their concerns about the year. So how deeply do you want to go? That's for me, that's what art is.
Right. Yes.
Great.
Thank you.
So one of the hi, first of all, sorry. The very first thing that I got was that you were one, asking about your art, but behind that you were also asking how art sales would be affected. So I'm not sure if you're selling art right now or if you were thinking about it, but your art sales will be affected just because the way that people are experiencing abundance or money has shifted, but not to worry about it. So to go ahead and to continue as you normally do and to follow any guidance. I got that there might be a lull right after the holidays, which is fine and kind of normal. And then as far as your art is concerned, just like everyone else said, yes, it is shifting, and to pay attention to your process and the way that you've created art. So it's not so much necessarily the art itself, but it's the way that you create. So the process in which you normally create will shift. And so what happens is with artists, once you get in touch with your process and your environment and what you need and this kind of internal process that you have, when that shifts, we tend to panic a little bit. But it's because you have changed so much and grown so much and done so much work in 2020. Now, when you're shifting your process and how you create will shift, which then will also have an impact on what things look like. So just pay attention in the next 30, 35 days and allow yourself to create differently, not so much in the medium, but what is going on internally. And then you will see an outward pouring effect on your actual creation.
Thank you.
All right, great. And then, so Shelley, we were wondering if you had a question but hadn't raised your hand, or had you had an answer? Is that right, Shelley? I can't see you, but Shelley, we're just with you because Shelley, unmute if you're wanting to go. Shelley,
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi. What I'm feeling is that there's going to be a change in your style of art. And also you're using a lot of colors like blues and violets and yellows and orange. I see your art being very colorful, using a lot of colors. And I see the art being more abstract art rather than portrait art, than portraits. That is more abstract, more creative. I feel that you're going to next year, between February and June, that there's going to be another creative venue besides, drawing. I'm seeing you making metal sculptures. I feel that you're going to be introduced to this through a male artist that specializes in that modality. So you're not only going to be doing the paintings, but you are expanding the kind of offering a different kind of art other than paintings. So I see a lot of color, I see abstract, and then I see you expanding into a different art modality. February and June, I see a lot of you displaying your art, whether it be in person or Zoom. You're doing a lot of shows. You're building up your reputation as an artist.
Shelley,
you're getting your name out.
Great. Yeah, you said getting her name out there. Yeah, it's great. We've got 2 more practitioners that want to answer also. So,
sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's okay. Great, great. Let's see. So we've got Rena, Faye in line, and then also Jenna, and then we'll move to the next question. So Rena, Faye.
Hey, Michelle. So oh gosh, your name is Michelle, right? I just want to make sure I get your name right. So I am intuitively feeling like there is a drawing upon from different emotions, different forces for your art in the next coming year. And I see you as this really vibrant artist who usually draws upon sources of inspiration and beauty and things that are going to, make you feel good and hopefully inspire other people. So that's sort of how I see you now. And what I'm feeling is that there's a shift in drawing upon some things that are coming up from the past that have not yet been healed. So, it's almost like there's a little melancholy energy that's coming in and it's coming to the surface. And what you do with it is absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's like it helps you to heal. And it sort of helps other people with their healing too, just from the vibration from it, because there's a lot of beauty in pain. Okay. And so that's different for you because, again, I feel like you're on that very vibrant spectrum. Okay. A lot of joy. But you have a creative inspiration that is coming up from some of your pains and some of your deeper traumas. That is just, it's absolutely beautiful. And I really don't see any more magnificent way for somebody's pain that they've some of the things that they've buried deeply or just think that they've healed or left to the wayside. I've never seen a more magnificent way for those things to come up and turn into, you know, a phoenix for someone and give, and it draws more depth
And
to
just pull together. Yeah. Any last bit? Great, thank you. All right, Jenna, go ahead. Thanks so much. Practitioners, sorry, we just have to be quick so we can fit in more questions and more practitioners. Go ahead, Jenna.
Mine's really fast. It's 3 I Ching cards. You are going, I think you're actually going to be tapping into your own clairvoyance and being receptive in a very yin way, which is leaning back. Don't go, a lot of people here are talking about changing your art. You are going to be, but it's not through searching for like, oh, grasping, what do I want? It's about leaning back and letting those come to you. Let the clarity come to you. And when you figure out what it's going to be, do not go talking about it to people. The darkening of the light means that you're not telling everyone what you're doing. You keep it quiet and you go do it and create it, because you're going to be doing it for a long time. So don't worry, they're going to find out soon enough. But you're going to be doing something different, but it's going to be something that you're channeling. So allowing yourself to tap into your clairvoyance and come to my class at 6:30 to help learn that, because it's you're ready.
And,
thank you, Jenna. Yeah.
And say Amanda raised her hand too. And since Amanda does artwork, I want to let Amanda jump in also, and then we'll go on to the next question. Great.
I try to like not talk all the time, but I have to show you, Michelle, because look, wait, where's my thing?
Oh,
there you are.
Find your, hold on.
You have to see. Look, this is you. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, this is you right here. I'm seeing where there is the journey and the right path. I wrote actually in Isa, which has to do with a glacier, which is telling me that basically because of your belief system or because of something very like at the root of who you are, you're having a hard time like moving forward just a day to day. It's like you want things to go a certain way, or you did at some point, and they're going somewhere differently, and you're kind of struggling like with that on some deep level. And it's connected to your so Willow here is in the sacral chakra, orange, and that's like clarity. So if you can do, it's definitely time for healing with the red and the orange. It's like healing on a deep level, and also letting go of how you think things should have gone, because you have so many skills now that you've learned lately. And I know that you're a medium. So when she said new medium, I was like, that's funny. So keep doing your art. And I think that whoever spoke last, I wasn't even watching. Was it Jenna?
Yeah.
Oh, you said, oh shoot, I forget. Something you said. Okay, never mind. I'm looking at the picture. So, you said channeling art or something like that. And that's kind of what I was thinking. Like doing some kind of channeled art, maybe something like what I'm doing, but it could be with not runes, it could be with anything. You could be drawing and reading your drawings, you know? So yeah.
Right. Yes.
I highly I vote yes on that because it's fun. You would like it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, practitioners, for your answers. And thank you so much for Michelle for jumping in and being our first question. We've got a lot of people in line, so I know we won't get through everyone. So let's see if we can get through at least 2 more and maybe a few more. And a couple of you jumped in the beginning. You've been to our events before and you know how this works. And thank you so much for helping us get started if we need that. But we're going to be going to the people who are new first. So let's see. So Amy, I don't know if you've asked a question in our panels before. I don't know who you are at the moment. So Amy, you were next in line, but I'm wondering if have you asked before? And if you have, we want to go on to someone that's new. Where are you, Amy? Amy, is that you? You've never asked? Okay, go ahead. You're next. So if you want to unmute and go ahead and put your voice in the space. And if you want to, you can share your video too. It's up to you.
They mentioned that they were having possible difficulties with their microphone. So if you could read their question.
Oh yeah, the mute is broken and stuff. Okay, yeah, so I'll read. So Amy said, I get a bad feeling when something bad is going to happen. Never know what is bad or what will happen. So there's something I can do to work on this. So is there something I can do to work on this, especially since, sorry, Nissa, could you stop typing for a second? I can't see. Anissa, sorry. Since I'd like more than just the bad. Oh, please. Oh yeah, microphone not working. Okay. Yeah, so Amy, it's great. You're bringing in all kinds of messages, and it's like deepening into your comfort zone of, yeah, deepening into your comfort zone of, yeah, how to be with all this and what to do with it. Miche is in line, so let's have Miche share.
Yeah, hi, Amy. You know, one of my first thoughts is you are very empathic. You're picking up stuff from a lot of people. The fact that you don't know what is bad or what's going to happen, to me, says that it's not necessarily even your message. So one really simple trick or tip to help people like yourself who are picking up too much stuff is to ask, who does this belong to? And just asking the question, you will get some feeling, some sensation if you tune in. If it's not yours, you know, you're picking up somebody else's stress or fear or worry, it will tend to just fall away when you ask the question. And if it stays, then I'd say it's for you, in which case you can ask another question like, why is this information coming to me? You know, like, what am I supposed to do with it? And see if you get any insight or message from that, and then know what to do. On the last point of, you know, always picking up sort of negative or bad feelings, do you feel like you deserve good stuff? You know, are you open to that? A lot of times we pick up stuff we feel sort of obligated to carry our burdens or other people's burdens, you know, so just in general, you know, are you open for some joy and some fun? And ask that to come in, invite that in. That's what I've got for you.
Great, thanks so much, Miche. All right, let's see, we've got Dr. D and then Wyatt and then Ria and Anya, and we've got Rena in line too, Rena Faye. So let's see, so Dr. D is next.
Hello, I'm Dr. D. What I'm picking up is that she's also picking up other people's emotions, especially at this time, of the feeling of what's going on around you. As being, people know, being an empath, we have a tendency to pick up other people's emotions and feelings. And when we're new, we don't know how to digest them, that they sit in our center and basically eat with us, or I won't say eat with us, but be with us and plague our mind, that we don't know how to clear them properly. And being that this is sometimes it's a new feeling, it can be overwhelming. So my suggestion would be to actually take 3 deep breaths with that and go into I say self, and get comfortable, and then listen to the voice that tells you to guide you from there, basically.
Great, thank you, Dr. Yeah, thank you. All right, Wyatt and then Ria.
Hi, Amy. So just real quick, for anyone who is here, you guys know me. I work with the wind quite a bit, especially during these intuitive panels. For those that are new, I do work with the wind quite a bit, and I draw these cards called a wind card from my wind bag. Amy, for you specifically, I had drawn not a wind goddess, but just a cardinal wind called the northern wind. It's a cardinal wind of spirit, of community, of support. And what's really interesting about this is I was going to ask you like which direction you wanted, and then, or which direction you felt called to. The interesting part about that question is the northern wind came through. So this thing that's coming through, this intuitiveness about the negative bits is, or the bad things that you have put them, has to deal with spirit. So what I'm getting is it is time for you to delve into the winds of spirit, into the northern bitter coldness of this and awaken. When you're in the northern winds of this bitter cold wind, this northern wind, it is hard to fall asleep because it is cold. So go ahead and delve into it. Find your community of who can support you in this. It is interesting that Dr. D brought in the breath, because breath is our wind. So by connecting to your breath, you are able to connect to this northern wind. So I would advise you to delve into your spirits, delve into the bitter, icy bits that you don't want to maybe look at, don't maybe want to feel, and see where it's all coming from.
Thanks so much, Wyatt. All right, we've got, Ria and then Anya.
Amy, what I want to say is this, that I'm also an empath, and I don't believe that empaths have no ability to protect themselves. I've learned quite the opposite of that. So picking up on other energies is actually a beautiful gift that you've been given. And of course, when we first start using our gifts, we have to learn to protect ourselves and to use them in a way that doesn't harm us. So that's all about having good boundaries. So just because you're picking up on other energies doesn't mean that you have to feel the full force of that. You can ask your guides to tone down that energy. You can put a barrier of light or a bubble of light around you to protect yourself. And it's a good thing to remember that we're never victims, that one of the #1 rules of the universe is that we cannot be intrusive into someone else's energy. So that goes for you too. So it's wonderful that you can pick up on things that are going to happen, but you're not a victim of that. You don't have to suffer because of that. I have learnt from being an empath and being able to take care of myself that I can tune out of those other energies when it's not time for me to read into them, or that, reading into them is not doing me any good. So I think it's wonderful that you can pick up these things. This is the beginning of your gifts, and using your gifts to help yourself and others. And it's a beautiful blessing. And so enjoy it.
Great, thank you. Then let's see, we've got Marina Faye next, and then Amanda.
So I completely agree with a lot of things that the other practitioners have said. I really like what has been said about the breath. I really picked up on and felt that too. What you're experiencing, again, is a very common thing that all empaths deal with. And so when you feel that heaviness, and it can be very uncomfortable, it's important to reach out to your guides and just ask them, please protect me from carrying other people's feelings or experiences right now. I don't want that in my energy field right now. And your guides will attune to that right away and help you sort of just dissipate those things that you're carrying. Another thing you can do is, yes, focus on the breath, because when you focus on your breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, it was really cool hearing about the wind and how that connects you to air. But it also, while you're conscious of that breath, you're reminded that your body is your own. And so when you don't want to have those heavy burdens, helping to remember and state that your body is your own, your energy is your own. It isn't mine. It isn't mine. It isn't mine. Flick your fingers while you do it and just say it 3 times. It isn't mine. It isn't mine. It isn't mine. And then if things don't dissipate and it still feels uncomfortable, then you can ask your guides to help you, become more aware of where that's coming from. But grounding is really important. It's the most important for somebody who's first experiencing these things. I really feel like you would benefit greatly from warm baths with salt baths, sea salt, and lavender, and just allowing yourself to be in that warm water, be submersed in that water. For some reason, being in water for you is just really great. So I don't know how you connect with that element, but you definitely would benefit from being in the bath and just allowing those troubles and that heaviness to fall and wash away in the water and allow it to soothe you. And another thing that you can do, I don't know what the weather's like where you live right now, but actual physical grounding, putting your hands and your bare feet on the ground outside is going to help you balance your energy that's coming in, going out, and your emotions as well.
Hey, Rena Faye, thanks so much. All right, we've got Anya and then Amanda.
Hi there. I had to step away, so I hope I'm not repeating anything. I heard some really great information, and my spirit guides have pretty much connected with it. Although there is one thing that I keep hearing being missed, and that is the use of stones. Surround yourself with stones that will absorb energy. One of the best stones I recommend not only to my students, but to my clients who have problems with mitigating energy is what is called a 7 stone or a super 7. It actually has 7 different stones in it: amethyst, fluorite, chlorite. I mean, there's like a big list. There's 7 different stones that are all compounded together. It's a beautiful, beautiful stone. You can find them online. But a super 7 is one of the few stones that never have to be tended to, never have to be cleansed, and never have to be charged. It does it itself because it's all those 7 minerals together. So when my spirit guides are like, this is great, but something that will help you as you are retraining your brain and retraining how to deal with the energies that are bombarding you is stones, whether it be amethyst, selenite, fluorite. But the super 7 really jumped forward, and I almost see it like a pendant on your neck. So maybe around the heart chakra to make sure that that's the one that doesn't get impacted the most, because I think your heart chakra is getting bombarded way more than your other chakras. Your third eye is just now starting to pick it up, but your heart chakra, I think, needs that protection even more to help you figure out what belongs to you and what does not belong to you. Does that make sense at all? So that's where I really got that is look up Super 7 and you can find them. It's either called Super 7 or a stone of 7, or I've heard it called a 7 stone. But all you have to do is Google it, and a whole list should pop up for you. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. All right, let's see. And then we've got Amanda. So I'm going to pin your art again, spotlight it for everyone. There you go. Amanda, you're on.
Okay. Okay. Here's your picture right here. And so funny because that looks like fluorite, doesn't it? Now you're talking about stones. The green and the purple totally looks like a piece of fluorite I have. So I love that whole idea about stones. When I drew this though, what I initially picked up on was definitely working with the idea of protection. I know when I started doing this kind of thing, I had such a hard time not being overwhelmed all the time by the energy.
I have a strong stuff in my yes.
Oh wait, no, that's not talking to me. Okay. Sorry, I heard voices. Okay, wait, hold on. So wait, wait, hold on. Back on track. I still really like divination tools and learning things, because when I can keep my mind on something, it helps me keep other things at bay. So I see this as, this is the rune of protection, and it's going out through the rune of Odin. So it's definitely connecting to the higher power to protect you. And that would be done through like a meditation or that kind of thing. And also, this is also the rune of a teacher and learning and that kind of energy. So I feel like learning something new, that something spiritual related that's new would be really good for you. Like learning the runes or learning tarot or something to help you at this point in your path would be, you would love it, and it would help you feel like you're more in control of your environment. Okay, that's it.
Great. Thank you so much. All right, great. Let's see. So many questions and so many time. Oh, by the way, so those of you that are here for the first time, this is our first hour where we're answering questions from the audience, and then we're going to break out into breakout rooms here in just a few minutes. So the people that are raising hands are the practitioners letting me know that they have a response to something. All right, great. Yeah. So and thank you so much for asking a question. Oh, so just a quick, if someone doesn't have access to a bathtub, how would they clear their energy without Epsom salt bath? Any practitioners?
I can answer that if you like. You can also take a shower and rub the Epsom salts on your skin as one option.
You can soak your feet as well. When I didn't have a bathtub, I would take clean buckets or those big plastic bins and put hot water and Epsom salt in it, because your feet will discharge what you don't need.
Okay, great, great. All right, let's see. I just want to honor, we're not going to have time to get to all of your questions, so we're going to choose one of you. So we had a question from Alexa and from Natalia and Bobby and Susanna and Shannon and Kathy and Julie. So like, thank you so much for all your questions, and come on back to another fair. We've got more coming up this month. We'll put them in the chat in a second, and we do more intuitive panel. And please go around and talk to the practitioners. Some of them may give you some answers in the breakout rooms, and we're available to do sessions. All right, let's see. So I actually did not ask you first. I think Alexa actually was up in line here too. So Alexa, you asked, do you want to unmute and ask yourself too? I want to just give you an opportunity to do that. Alexa?
I'm not sure if my microphone is working. Okay.
We can hear you, but it's low. Can you speak any louder?
Yeah, I was just wondering if the person I'm with now is the one I should be staying with.
Okay, there you are. Okay, let me just put you in the front so everyone can see you for just a moment. Yeah, so the person that you're with now is someone you should stay with. Okay, great. Let's see who's got an answer to that. And great. Yeah, so this is for the practitioners that are on the panel to be answering. All right, Dr. D, and then let's see who else wants to go. Dr. D, go ahead. We can't hear you yet.
Come on. All right. There we go.
Oh, we got a photo of him too. Oh, great, 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 great. All right, thank you. Yeah, that's great for me. Okay, cool. All right, yes.
Can you?
Dr. D, go ahead. We can't hear you now all of a sudden.
Okay.
There,
What I'm picking up not. Okay, what I'm picking up not at this.
We can hear you.
What in the world?
We can hear you.
Okay, you can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I don't know what's going on. Energy, I'm telling you. I'm picking up not at this time. I'm picking up it's a lot of growth that needs to happen, not only with the individual, but also with yourself. There's some things that are changing. Also, you're growing, what I like to say, by leaps and bounds spiritually, but also emotionally, as well as your world and surroundings. And you need more time to grow into, like I said, the big girl that you really are, your true self. And with that, the energies are coming in and they're assisting you to grow. And this individual is not ready for this journey, unfortunately. To take that journey is actually scared, if you will. But because of this, you're going to blossom and you're going to use this relationship to go forth in many things. And it's going to keep you stable, as well as keeping you growing in a lot of different ways in your work that is coming. But no, he would be a blockage. It would be a blockage at this present time.
Right.
I'm sorry.
And I'm going to jump in and share a little bit, and then we're going to have Susie was in line a moment ago, and then if we have time, Rena Faye. I just say, so I look for body language as well as looking at the eyes. And so with the eyes, you have some things in common and some things not in common. So it's an okay match and not the perfect sort of match. But more importantly, when you shared, you smiled and your energy felt good. So that for me is a positive sign that many things are good right now. And then also you asking the question though, the way you asking the question, it always brings up, well, why do you have a question about that? So my sense is that there must be some things that you can sense on your own that aren't quite right. And it's probably better than a lot of your relationships have been in the past. And that's why it feels good right now. So it's really, are you continuing to grow? And you don't have to worry about it so much of what's here. Be with what's here, be with what's good, be with your lessons, and your answer will be clear for you when the answer is ready. Susie, did you want to jump in? You totally can jump in. You haven't shared yet. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll jump in. But truly, what everybody else has said, I mean, Dr. D's over there just going this and that, and you're growing and they're growing. And then Lorelei said, if you feel the need to ask the question, then there's something in the back of your head. I totally agree with what they're saying. You've got growth to do. If your partner chooses to come along with you, that's fine. But I do sense an incredible amount of fear and not consternation, but they don't understand what's going on. So take your time, do what you need to, do what makes you happy. That's the point. Thanks.
Great. And Shelley is creatively raising her hand. So Shelley, go ahead, jump in.
Thank you. I feel that this relationship is for your growth. It's a learning experience. It's not meant to be a long-term relationship. It's someone that's coming into your life because you have a lesson to learn from them. But I am feeling very strongly in March or April, there is a new relationship coming in with a man with dark hair and dark eyes. And that relationship feels like a soulmate connection, and that this will be a long-term partnership. So the one that's with you now is you're just meant to learn from, learn what you need, what you can from him, and open your heart space to the new love coming in and March or April, because the right man is coming in for you.
Thank you.
Okay, great. And then Rena Faye, you've got just about 30 seconds, but go ahead and leap in.
Well, real quick, flat and short answer, no. And that's just because of, again, right on with what everyone else said. And the first thing I picked up on was that you're asking the question to begin with. So there's something missing. Okay, there's something that's not being fulfilled. Do I think that you're happy right now? I do think that you're happy, and I don't think you're going to just say goodbye, see you later after this, but I think you're going to stay in this relationship so you realize happiness is just not there and you could have more. Okay, so I wish you the best of luck with that, and hope you find your true love, and I know you will.
Great. Thank you so much. Everyone, I wanted to share too, we have the largest number of people in the fair that we've had maybe ever before. It's great. I'm on the second panel of like 49 of us. I think we got over this once before, but like, yeah, nice and big. This is great. All right, so we're done with the intuitive panel portion of our event, and we're going to be transitioning now so that all of the practitioners are going to be moving to their own breakout rooms. And there's just got posted in the chat the numbers and the practitioners. You don't have to know the numbers. It says their modalities too. And so you're welcome to move around from room to room as much as you want over the next 3 hours. Practitioners, there's no one in your room. You can go back to the main room. You can go visit other practitioners. We're all allowed to bounce around as much as we want. Please just don't go into the private session rooms unless you're specifically invited into one of those by a practitioner. All right, let's see. So, and I didn't say something earlier about the intuitive panel, but let this apply to every reading that you want. These readings are for you. We want to honor you. If for whatever reason we're sharing about something that you don't want us to be talking about in your private session, or when we do the intuitive panel, just let us know. And I hope everyone's taken the opportunity to learn and to glean from all the questions that were asked and all of our answers. All right, great. I am doing readings tonight. Someone was asking about that. So Amanda and Gio are going to be running the rest of the event. And I think mostly it's going to be Anissa tonight. And I say Amanda, Anissa and Gio are running the event. And so Anissa mostly is going to be running it. And yeah, so I'm going to be doing sessions, and I'm going to be doing some sample readings later. All right. So I think we're ready for people to start jumping into their breakout rooms. And so if maybe should I hand this over to you, Anissa, to explain about people how they can find the breakout rooms and how they can move on their own? Do you want to do it, or should I?
Can you do it while I'm still making practitioners co-host before they leave?
Great. You remember, this is great. We have so much we have to remember behind the scenes, everyone. You have no idea. All right, let's see. So if you're on a computer, on your screen on the bottom, you'll see like the mute and the stop video, and then there's a participants window, and there should also be along there breakout rooms. Sometimes it's not showing and you have to click more before it appears. And sometimes we have to put you in your first breakout room before it appears. If you haven't updated Zoom in a while, you might not have it yet either. But so you might be able to click breakout rooms, and then you'll see all the rooms. And you can move yourself. So if you're on a phone or a tablet, by the way, tap your phone or tablet, and on the top left, I think you can click breakout rooms, and that's how you can see this panel. The panel will open, and on the right side, it might say join, and it might just have a number 0 or number 3 next to it or something like that. And someone is sharing their screen. Oh, is someone helping us? Or no, that's not what we're supposed to be doing. Okay, who's sharing their screen? I'm gonna take it back. Just to take it back and stop it. And okay, back here. So let's see, practitioners, you're all co-hosts, so please wait until you're in your breakout rooms before you share your screen. where was I going? Okay, so yeah, if when you see the panel, you can either click join to go to that room, or if you hover over the number that's on the right side of the panel, and then it should turn into a join and you can get to that breakout room then. You can move from room to room. If you want to simply leave the breakout room where you're in, or you don't see how to move to another room, on your panel, if you're on the computer, on the bottom right-hand corner, you can click leave. Just be careful that you don't leave the whole event. If you do, come back to jointhefair.com and come back in. But click leave breakout room, and then you'll come back into the main room, and Anissa will be able to help you move to wherever it is that you want to go. If you're on a tablet or phone, the way you leave a room, I think, is you tap your phone, and on the top right, you'll have leave. And then again, you click leave breakout room. So you move to room. We have a lot of different talks that are happening. Anissa will be announcing, and it'll come across the top of your screen what talk is happening and when, so you know what you might want to go to. And I'll upload the flyer again. Oops, not a practitioner. One moment. I'm just uploading the flyer here so that you can see it on a PDF, or if you go to jointhefair.com and that webpage and scroll down, you'll be able to see the flyer and see the list of all the talks. So the first set of talks are starting in 8 minutes. There are 2 of them. Anya is going to be doing how to use a crystal ball of stones for scrying. And Shaynor is going to do the power of hypnosis. Every 15 minutes, more talks start. Theirs might still be going. For example, at 5:30 Pacific time, we're going to have tarot reading for overcoming old patterns with Jenna, cosmic clearing session with Miche, and group art and rune reading for the solstice with Amanda. So lots of things to do. Feel free to go in every room as long as short as you want. Don't worry about leaving. It's fine. We know that you're going to be bouncing around. If you want to do a session with someone and you can't find them, come on back out to the main room and Anissa will help you find out where the practitioner is. We have a list we can keep of who's waiting in line for them, and practitioners, if you want, check in with Anissa from time to time in the main room and we'll tell you if anyone's waiting. Let me see. If you can't move yourself to a breakout room, Anissa is going to be hearing from you either in the chat or you'll just unmute and we'll move you around. And we'll do that throughout the fair, putting you from place to place, wherever you need to go. Gio's going to hang out with us for a little while and help us the beginning as we get started here. And then Gio's probably going to be moving from room to room. She might give Anissa a break and Anissa might come from room to room. And I'm probably even going to go from room to room for part of the time. So we're all here together. Thank you everyone for co-creating this with us. Many of the practitioners I think have already been going to their rooms and we are off. So feel free, if you want to move to a breakout room, go ahead and do that. And we'll help move everyone that isn't able to move on their own. All right, great. Anissa, go ahead. Are you all set now?
Yep, thank you so much.
And anytime you leave, just come back to jointhefair.com. And remember to fill out our feedback form to give us feedback on the event and enter into the drawing. And I'll put that in the chat right now. And we have more people joining the fair. It's very exciting. All right. Let's see. So, let's see. So, yeah, people are, I'm going to start. I guess I'll write in here too where people want to go.
Okay, I think I'm all caught up. I just saw Melissa's message right now, so I'm going to be sending them an invite.
Yeah, so if you know where you want to go, let us know in the chat or go ahead and unmute.
Oh gosh, someone accidentally closed the breakout rooms. They're going to close in 54 seconds.
Okay, everyone, we're all coming back into the main room. Okay, this happens. We knew this might happen. So practitioners, we're going to selectively make you co-host. We're not going to make everyone a co-host. It's all right, everyone. You don't know how to get to a room. It's okay. We will help you find your way to a room. Okay, well, it's a joy. All right, let's see. So it's not clear to me that everyone's back. I don't know. Oh no, we've got 26 more seconds. Okay, then everyone's coming back. Let's send we can't send them a message either.
No.
All right. So everyone, just Zoom updated and it made everyone that's a co-host now can close the breakout rooms. And we warned practitioners a little bit, but it's a whole new thing and they didn't get much warning and it's tricky. So we're all going to be back together here for a moment and we'll rebuild.
Hi, Lorelai. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I was trying to switch between my breakout room and back to the main room and it wouldn't let me.
I'll explain it in just a moment. Everyone's coming back in. So everyone, thanks so much for being here. So Zoom updated and we just had a little glitch happen. So we typically make our practitioners co-hosts so they can share their screens and record. And a Zoom updated so that everyone that's a co-host can close the breakout rooms, and someone accidentally closed the breakout room. You know what the really good news is, Anissa, though? They're already set to just be opened like this, so we don't have. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I'm gonna let's do something with the co-host status though. So practitioners, we're gonna change some things. We're not gonna let you be a co-host unless you really need it to share your screen, and then you've got to be really careful with the breakout rooms. So practitioners, who needs to share your screen or record? If you don't need it, we don't want to do that. And so Rena Faye, you couldn't move because the breakout rooms were already closed. So that was what happened. So Galactic Ashley, I think you need to share your screen.
I do, Laura Lay.
Okay, Shaynor does. So yeah, let's take co-host off of most of the practitioners and let's just leave it with a few. Okay, so Shaynor needs it. And let's see, because we can remove, who's host? It's you, Anissa? I think you're the one that has to remove.
Yep, I'm doing that.
So Shaynor, and who else needs co-host? Galactic Ashley? And any other practitioners that you need it. And you can always come back to the main room and we can give it to you. We're just going to be selective about who we give it to now so that hopefully none of us makes boo-boos. And you know, I accidentally ended a panel like a minute before it was supposed to end when we were going over, and we're going to go another 20 minutes. So several of us came back in. We had to restart the whole room and things happen. Miche evidently wants to record. So Miche, you just got to be super, super careful to not close the breakout rooms. All right. Okay.
How do you close the breakout room, Lorelai?
So on the panel of the breakout rooms, the bottom has two things. It has where you send messages to everyone, where you broadcast messages, and it has a little button for closing all the breakout rooms. So please,
okay.
Don't use either of those buttons, right? Because the broadcast goes to everyone in the entire fair.
Okay, so
when you do it, you also get the cursor lands over the end breakout rooms button. It's a goof in Zoom. Don't go.
Okay, so I don't see any breakout rooms right now.
Okay,
right?
I'm gonna open them now.
Okay.
So it's good it happened, like just what it is. Okay, they're open. So practitioners, you can move into your breakout rooms now. Everyone should be able to move in there. And the few of you that wanted to go to specific places, we may have to do it over again. All right, great. Okay, Anissa, do you want me to call out any more where people want to go, or what would help you?
I have a couple direct messages that I'm getting to right now.
Okay, great. Yeah, so I just know some people in the chat. So people are asking on your phone. If you're on your phone, tap your phone, and on the top left, it should say breakout room, and then it will give you a listing. Yeah, so Nissa, it's great. I just want to help in whatever way I can. We've got a few people in line. It doesn't say that. All right, and you're on a phone, Andy. I have no idea. We can move you, Andy, to the room where you want to go. So let's just move you first, and then we'll see if it can come up on your phone after that. And I'm going to put the list of where people are in their breakout rooms. I'll put it in the chat right here so everyone can see them.
I'm back because I need to be able to share the screen.
You need to, oh, Shaynor is not a co-host. Let's see. Yeah, could you make Shaynor a co-host, Anissa?
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Sorry. And I guess actually we should, we have talks starting in a minute too, Anissa. Should we probably just, let's announce, oh, I have a broadcast. I'll do that. I'll announce the talks.
I don't mean to interrupt.
Go ahead.
So I think what's going on is, unless you're a co-host, you now cannot click around. Because I am unable to click around unless I'm going directly to my breakout room, period.
It won't let you move from room to room?
No.
This is so weird. Maybe they've updated it so we can't do that. That's why, oh, are the rooms set up the right way? Oh, goodness. Anissa.
Hey, Lorelai.
Yes.
A second ago, before you reopened all the rooms, there was a button or an icon all the way to the left on the breakout room thing that had the options and the settings. And the one that said allow people to pick rooms on their own was not checked.
Okay, so let me just.
And I did check it super quick. Uh-oh, there they go again.
Rooms again, just to make it. Yeah, so I know normally I do that when I start them from the beginning, but I don't know how this one was set up, so I don't.
Well, I saw it as an option. I did click it, but I might not have done it quick enough because they opened a second later.
It says that the breakout rooms are closing in a minute
They're
again.
closing. I'm going to bring them in and I make sure that that button is clicked.
Yeah, there's a certain setting that says allow people to pick rooms on their own, and we need to make sure that that is selected.
Yep. From the beginning, I do it.
Sorry about this, guys.
Yeah, sorry. It's just, well, and I'm going to change the settings so the breakout rooms are only open for like 30 seconds too. This minute is too long. I usually have it 15 seconds in this NGO, so you know. Oh, so they now have it on a little settings button. Okay. Sorry, everyone, we're doing this again.
I was gonna say.
So sorry. Hey, that's cool though. Everyone got automatically moved to where they were.
I didn't adjust the settings. I'm assuming Lorelai did. Is that correct?
I did. So Daniel, can you move now?
No.
You still can't? I changed the setting on here.
Yeah, I still can't share a screen though.
Shaynor is a Shaynor's not a co-host again. I don't know what happened, but.
And I don't know why I'm being taken back and forth. I never touched any buttons.
I know why you're getting taken back and forth. Can you, let's see. So someone who's not, Susie, you're not a co-host. Are you able to click breakout, or can you click the breakout rooms and what does it let you?
Okay, it tells me that I've been assigned to my breakout room.
But it won't let you choose anything?
But it doesn't give me that choice.
This is crazy. I definitely changed the setting. All right, I'm going to do this one more time. Sorry, everyone. I'm closing them again. Oh. So, Gio, did you see, is there a place where you need to save the settings? I just clicked it, but I didn't.
30 seconds.
I know. We got. But Gio?
Well, I just noticed it
They've
for
changed
today.
It has updated things and it's not working the way it used to.
Lorelai?
Yes.
I can't get into my breakout room because it just has leave as an option to leave meeting. It doesn't have.
If you hit leave meeting, I think that's what's shutting down all the breakout rooms.
No, I think I figured out what it was. This is a user error. So I saw one of the buttons and I changed one of the buttons, but I have to change 2 buttons now.
Okay.
I'm going to read through the whole thing. All right, so everyone's going to get scooted off into the breakout rooms where you were before. It's set so you can return to the main session at any time.
I'm not seeing it as a checkbox where it says allow participants to choose room is not checked.
It's now checked on mine, and I'm going to be the one that's opening it. Okay, so here we go.
I checked it on my end just to make sure.
Yeah, and Dr. D had a question, but she may be getting whisked out to something else.
Where am I?
Oh, Shelley.
Okay, Daniel, can you see it on yours now? Can you see that you can choose now? Sorry, Daniel, I've just someone that knows Zoom that is not a co-host. Can you tell me if you can see how you can choose? Dr. D, I know you had a question.
I'm seeing breakout rooms as an option for the first time.
Great,
Yes,
thank you.
me
Okay,
too.
great. So it's working now. All right, thank you, everyone. I'm so sorry about this, wild and crazy. All right, so I'm just going to broadcast about the talks. And Anissa is moving you.
Hello.
Hi.
Nope, that's not what.
Does someone have a question or a comment?
I do.
Go ahead.
Every time we go, I don't go to my room. I am landing in somebody else's room.
That's because, unfortunately, well, let's see. So we can move you to that room right now. Anissa, could you move Dr. D to her room? It's because when we very first made them and you were here, remember in the beginning, it put a few of us randomly in some rooms. And so you just moved her to her right room, right? Is that what happened, Anissa? Did she just?
Yeah, and I told her that I might need to invite her to send her to her room.
Okay, great. All right, great. Let's see. So.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Hi, Shelley.
I'm sorry to bother you again. I know that you are busy right now because you're trying to help people.
What's your question?
I clicked 14 and I wasn't able to get in the breakout room. It just had some kind of square with my, information on it.
It's okay.
I wasn't able to get
send
the breakout room.
Anissa will send you. Let's rename you while you're here right now. Let's let me put your, so it was P.
And the invite to your room, Shelley, has been sent. So once you're renamed, you should be able to go to your breakout room.
And what do I?
I still have the leave button.
So you do you have breakout rooms there, Shelley, at the bottom?
Let me look and let me hit the leave button.
Northern Sparrow canceled yesterday, so sorry.
It just says leave meeting.
No, so do you have more at the bottom?
I don't have anything except give feedback, cancel, leave meeting.
So Anissa, you've put her in her room, right?
Correct.
Okay, Shelley, so sorry about this. We need to, let's get a few other people moving first. Ria, I see you're here. Did you have a question? Or are you just here to hang out in the main room? Okay, great.
No, I don't have a question. I'm just hanging out in the main room because my talk doesn't start for a while.
Sure, that's great. All right. Let's see. Should we put Shelley in the tech room with, or we can't put her in the tech room because she can't move. Okay, Shelley, what do you see along the bottom of your screen? And then everyone else, and this is going to be moving you into your breakout room. So if you know what you want, if you could put it in the chat, that would be great.
Oh, I found join breakout room.
Great.
I'll click it and hopefully I'll get in.
Great. Okay, so feel free to unmute and let us know where you want to go. We can move you. Everyone.
I'm trying to go to room 14.
So Shelley, you click join breakout room.
I did. I'm on the list.
So on the right side, if you see you have a panel open on the right side. If there's a 0 or a number, click that hover that number, click join.
Yeah, I'm looking for me.
You can you turn, Shelley, can you turn your video on? You're gonna want it on in your breakout room too. So
my video.
There we go. Okay, you. Nope, turn it back on again.
It's on.
It's not.
It's on. Let me click this.
Let's see. So yeah, okay, great. We can see you. It's really bright, but we can see you. Okay, so on the bottom, you clicked breakout rooms, and do you have a panel open on your screen, Shelley?
Yes, I'm trying to find my name.
Okay, so scroll up to the top. So go up to the very top. And then then start scrolling down, and they're numbered. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We skipped number 10. And then there's 11, 12, 13, and 14. Do you see you?
Okay, let me click join, and hopefully that will work.
So join, you haven't been taken there. I see that you're in your room, like it says that you're in your room. So, oh, great. She made it. Okay, great. All right, anyone else that's here, feel free to unmute and let us know where you want to go and we will move you. So yeah, I'm never allowed to do talks during the first half hour. Oh, I got to do more announcements for talks. I will do the 5-minute thing right now.
Okay.
Anyone else that's here, if you know where you want to go, please go ahead and let us know, and we'll move you into a room. Or you can move yourself. Just don't go into the private rooms. You just want to go into the rooms that are numbered, that have practitioner names and their modalities.
Hey, Lorelai. It's Verna.
Hi, Verna.
I'm gonna I just joined on my phone, but I just got home, so I'm gonna leave and then log back on, and then I'm not sure what's going on, so I'll figure it out after that.
Yeah, sure. We just started talks. It's been a little crazy to start today. So if you go to the web at jointhefair.com, you can see the list of the practitioners on the talks. And feel free to
okay,
come into
great.
the main room, and we'll post it in the chat for you too.
Okay, thanks.
Great to have you here.
Sure.
Yeah, so Elle, Greta, iPhone, Andy, Daniel, I know you can move yourself. Yeah, if you know where you want to go, let us know and we will move you.
Lorelai, can you answer Andy's question about anyone who helps with spirit guides?
Oh yeah, okay, sure. Oh yeah, so some people do. Let's see. So I believe that okay, let me go think about my practitioners. So I think that probably Susie can do that, and I'm guessing Galactic Ashley probably does a version of that too. And let's see. Those are some of the people that occur to me immediately. So yeah, Susie, and probably Susie would be a great place to start. Andy. So, and Susie is in room 15. And is she giving a, yeah, she's not giving a talk right now. So that's an example of where I would head. Room 15. Do you want us to move you there, or can you move there on your own?
I also see Shelley does spirit guides. She
Great.
does a workshop.
Great. Okay, so Shelley too. Yeah, I was wondering, it wasn't in her main modality, so maybe it's one of her talks. Yeah, great. So Greta, L, iPhone, can we help move you anywhere? And you're welcome to hang out here in the main room. Hey, Daniel, you get to watch the wild ride.
Are there any talks going on? This is E.
Hi, yes, there are. There are two talks that are probably still going on right now because we started late. There's how to use a crystal ball of stones for scrying with Anya, the power of hypnosis with Shaynur, and then starting in just a few minutes, we're going to have tarot reading for overcoming old patterns with Jenna, cosmic clearing session with Miche, and group art and rune readings for the solstice with Amanda.
What was the third one you mentioned? That's the one that hit my interest.
Sure, tarot reading for overcoming old patterns.
What room is that?
That is room 7. It's with Jenna.
Okay.
We can move you.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, and I need to announce more talks that are happening right now. Okay.
And I feel like I'm caught up with everything right now.
I'm going to just, and I'm putting the word room in front of the numbers. So we might want to do that in the list. It's just extra text, but. So I'll do this last batch and then.
Okay.
Then you may have it. And wait enough seconds for that last one to go down. Okay, there we go.
I'm going to go off to a breakout room, but I really am thoroughly enjoying how skillful you folks are at coping with the unexpected. It's just like I'm just having this peak experience right now at your skill. So
Thank you. Oh, what a wild, crazy journey. All right, great. All right, so Anissa and Gio, do you feel all set? And I know you're going to be.
I love what Daniel just said. That cracks me up. Thank you, Daniel. He's gone.
Hi, Rita.
Yeah, I feel I'm okay. Are you able to provide any answer to Elle about what does it mean when during meditation you hear your name called? Maybe a practitioner who they could speak to get more answers around that?
No, Elle, that's interesting. Let me, you know, Elle, I don't know the answer to that. And we've had practitioners that particularly focus on things like meditation before. One of the practitioners that's not here tonight that canceled. I wonder who else would be good to speak to this. I mean, and Ria, if you have an answer to this right now, feel free. So Elle asked, what does it mean when during meditation you hear your name called? So Ria, if you're there, if you're available, feel free, you can answer.
I'm here. I know the answer to that question. I just have a mouthful of food.
Oh, great. Okay. Bobby,
so the answer to that question.
Go ahead.
The answer to that question is that when you're meditating, your vibration raises if you're doing it properly. And so therefore the veil between dimensions or worlds thins. And so it's more easy for your guides or your higher self to actually communicate with you. So that's who's calling your name. It's your guides or your higher self that's calling your name. It's just a, hey, we're here sort of thing. It's great. It's an excellent thing. I've only had it happen to me when I was asleep or in a hypnagogic state between waking and sleeping. But, you know, that's what meditation is. You go into that kind of hypnagogic state. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, that's great. I think that addresses some of it. And Bobby, we just broke out into breakout rooms and we have some talks happening. Can we help you find out where you'd like to go?
I just got done with the animal communicator one.
Okay, great. So you know what's all going on. And all right, cool. Yeah.
Hello?
So it answered their question. Great.
I don't hear you anymore.
Sorry, can you not hear us?
Oh, there you go. I can hear you. Sorry. Now I can hear you.
Okay, great. Yeah, so there are more talks if you want to go to more talks or visit with some other practitioners.
Yeah, I just got out of the animal communicator. I don't remember her name.
Donna.
Dr. Donna.
Yeah, that was interesting. Yep. I want to do a session with you also because of the walk-in thing. Remember we talked about that one?
Yeah,
last couple of years.
Okay, so that was you. Okay, great.
Yeah, that was me. And about the eyes, so.
Great, and I'm available. I could do something now, or I could do something later, or you could schedule for a future time.
Okay, it's up to you. What do you how do I pay?
Just
my
on
first
PayPal,
time in one of these.
PayPal or Venmo, and I have I can put my pricing in the chat right now too, so you can see what it is. And
there we go. I said, oh, sorry, my phone. I went to my kitchen and my microwave interferes with my phone. How do I pay? I don't know how to pay with. This is my first time here.
It's great. So you'll when we get in the breakout room, I can explain it to you. It's just going to be PayPal or Venmo, or I can put it in Square on my phone.
Okay.
And Lorelai, you have 3 people in your breakout room right now.
I do. All right. Well, oh my goodness, I have 3 in my breakout room. Okay. Well, did you want to do so, Bobby? Did you want to do the session now, or did you want to do it at a future time?
It's up to you. Did you want to go to your room or
what room number?
Your room 8.
Oh yeah, I do have 3 people. Well, let's see. So if we could schedule for a future time, that would be great. So it's
okay.
You want to give me your contact info and I can write it down and write to you and we can schedule, or what would be good?
Yeah. Do you want my email or Facebook?
Yeah. So here, I'm just going to write it to you right now on here.
Okay.
So I'm like, go ahead. You can say it out loud or you can put it in the text to me.
Okay, I can give it to you. It's BREIHE@iCloud.com is my email address.
Okay, great.
Yep, perfect.
All right, I will reach out to you. We'll do a session. We'll do it at fair prices. Thank you so much.
Sounds good.
All right,
Thank
great.
you.
Go to my room.
Lorelai, can you quit recording?
Oh, thank you. Oh, goodness.